How are you? Oh, man. How are you doing is what I was going to say before my cards decided not to shuffle. Feel free to tell me in the comments, though. For real. I will read them. I will probably respond. But I hope you're doing well. Hope your week's going well. This is your reading for May 12th. Week of May 12th. That's what I should say. 2025. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, even if that's the entire message. And remember, even if this message doesn't resonate, it could resonate in the future. And future messages for me could resonate. So if it does resonate, please like and subscribe. All right, let's get started, all right? So past, we're going to start with past, present, and then future. Past, present, okay, future, and then the good stuff. Let's see what we've got in the good stuff. All right, cool. So let's start with 9 of Wands. This is your past, all right? So 9 of Wands reversed. So 9 of Wands, though, is all about going through some shit, which life is full of it, right? And then along the way, learning your boundaries. And this tells me maybe you didn't learn the boundaries. Maybe we're unsure about the boundaries. Like, you had gone through some shit, for sure. See how he's kind of bruised and battered? She, he, they, doesn't matter. Non-binary. And so that reverse just tells me, I mean, this will all come together, but this, so far, tells me that maybe didn't have the boundaries that you should have had in a circumstance. Maybe in this particular situation, you needed to have a little bit firmer boundaries, and you gave somebody or something or the situation the benefit of the doubt. And I don't know, it looks like through whatever this was, even though you may have been lenient on your boundaries, it still created something new for you. So aces are all about new beginnings, just like the Fool. The Fool is not a fool. Everybody thinks that he's the fool, she's the fool, they're the fool. Everybody thinks that because they don't understand their heart's desires, right? Like, I moved across the country once. Nobody understood why, but I felt like I should have gone. So I did. So I moved. And I did need to. And then I came back. But I came back different because I learned what I needed to learn. So, but through whatever this was, all right? Whatever this situation was where you felt you needed to have boundaries, something was created from that. And then Pentacles are all about our path and our doing our work and investing in our work on this earth and where we should go, and who we should be around and what our environment should look like. And so something new was created by that, and that's a good thing. But I see the Sun reversed as well. The Sun is one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. It signifies joy and hope and love and light and just being ultimate contentment. And reversed, just like this is reversed, like they might go hand in hand. Like, okay, you didn't have boundaries, therefore it resulted in not the most ideal outcome, but even so, like, something was birthed from that. And I'll say this too. Like, even when we waver and even when we don't know maybe even the right direction, or you're giving something a second chance, just saying, okay, well, maybe this will work. What I honestly think this is not you necessarily, but you learning from this is what I see. You learning that, okay, when I don't have boundaries, it doesn't produce the best outcome for me. I feel frustrated, sad, disappointed. So therefore, I need to do things in a different way or look at it in a different way. That's what I feel this Pentacles was. Something you learned from this situation. Okay? Which is a good thing. That's a good thing. And then I see presently what you're dealing with. Got a lot of things you're dealing with here. Okay. So not necessarily, they don't have to be in order, so I'm not going to read them in order. I get to do what I want. I'm the reader, right? Okay. So 5 of Pentacles reversed, which I think honestly does follow this. Whatever this situation was that wasn't like ideal, that kind of stole your joy and that was disappointing because you gave somebody or something a second chance. I feel like, so this is all about healing. This is all about healing. It's all about being battered and abused, right? And then healing from that. 5s are contraction cards. You can't grow without contraction. You can't expand without contraction, right? And so with this, though, it's you having an opportunity to heal from this situation that was disappointing. And then reverse, though, I feel like you're on that path of healing. Like you're already there. But I do see here. So I see you facing a difficult situation that you didn't think that you could accomplish, which is why this was upside down, right? Like you didn't think you could have the boundaries. You didn't have that courage to say no to a situation or somebody. And that's why that was upside down. But now I see that you're learning from it. Like this is you're learning from it. Like you're learning from this situation. Yeah, it sucked. It was hard. It was a punch in the gut, right? But you're learning from it. That's the takeaway that you need to focus on. Especially because I see the devil as well. Whenever I hear the devil, sorry, ADHD, but one of my favorite movies is Superstar. And when that girl for the talent show just sings the devil song, devil in you, the devil in me, that's all I hear about the devil. Okay, so the devil is showing up, though, and the devil is you, but not you, right? Like, it's not like Lucifer, you're not like demon possessed, but the devil is you in the sense that we choose to be bound. Like, look at the chains there. Whoop. Out of focus a little bit. But the chains are loose. And you could easily take those off. You see those little woo-doo-doo-doo eyes, like hypnotism? You are stuck. You're stuck in your own mind. Like, you're keeping yourself chained. The devil is us keeping ourselves chained when we could just be like, listen, this situation wasn't ideal. It left me not feeling happy. It left me a little battered and abused. And I am not sure. I feel kind of wrapped up in this situation. Like you're kind of held captive with this situation. You're not moving past it, but you can. And Spirit's just saying, take off the chains and let's move forward. Like, let's move forward. See the new path? New path into new adventures, into new you. So, just learn from it and move forward. That's what's going on. Learn from it, move forward. Now you can stand up for yourself and have your boundaries and say, no, listen, now I've learned. If I allow this, then I get hurt. It's not the best situation for me. I feel a little icky. Like, I'm not going to allow that to happen anymore. So let's take off those chains. Let's move forward. Let's face our fears, because when we face, saying no, like confrontation as well, is really hard for people. To be like, hey, you're being an asshole. Personally, I want to hear that. I want my friends to be like, Bet, you're being a dick. Because I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I don't want to be a person who causes pain. So I want to be confronted because I want to grow. And if you're listening to this, you want to grow. You wouldn't be here otherwise. And so when we face that, like confrontation, there's a lot of anxiety before you confront a situation or person. And it takes courage. But once you do it, like there's a relief. It's like, okay, I did the thing. I did the thing that I was scared of, and it wasn't that bad. Which is why they have a cool relationship here. Like, she faced the lion. Lion was scary at first, showed its teeth, and then they figured out, okay, I can do this. I can do this. This is the card of courage. I got this. I can do this. I can take these chains off and move forward and learn from it. And so in the future here, I see that you are more balanced because you are learning your boundaries, what to say yes to, what to say no to, what you'll accept, what you won't accept. When somebody disrespects you, it's okay to be like, no, motherfucker, you're not going to do that. That's not cool. That's not how we treat me. And you're just going to know, all right? So I see you in more alignment because you're choosing to move forward. You're choosing to confront your fears and to have some boundaries and to take off the chains, okay? So that's why you're in balance. Now, we have Page of Cups reversed and the Empress reversed. Whenever they're reversals, I just view them as blocks. You know, like, you can get here. You just gotta be encouraged to know that you can get here, okay? So the Empress is all about creating something new. So that could be a new career, new friendships, new community, just something new. It doesn't even have to be any of those things. Or new boundaries, right? Like, just birthing something new. But the Empress it's typically a big thing. It's something you've been thinking about, something you've been wanting to do, or maybe you have been wanting to have boundaries and you just haven't, you know, like just something that we want to birth into this world is the Empress. Like, we're ready to start. And then Page of Cups is, I think, a new beginning with your emotions. Like, being kinder to yourself, not so harsh. We can be our own worst critics. And, you know, and that can leave us in a tizzy too. That can leave us pretty bound too. Especially if one person says something negative toward us, we tend to cling on to that instead of all the positive things around us. And it makes us bound. But I see this as Spirit saying, like, listen, good things are meant for you, okay? You're meant to be in alignment. You're meant to feel balanced in all things. Your relationships, your work, your life, just everything. You're meant to feel balanced. When you feel out of balance, know that you can set boundaries. Know that you can set boundaries. And that when you set those boundaries, it leads to you feeling in your best element. You're vibing, you know. And you can start new habits. This is like starting new habits. Starting to have courage, okay? And then with this, they're just saying for the future, okay? For future use. Since these are upside down, these are just places of growth, okay? They're saying it's okay to want certain things. It's okay to desire certain things. It's okay to want to do something or want to create something or want to just do something new, even if nobody around you understands. It doesn't matter. Just do it. And then, like, don't be hard on yourself. Just don't be so hard on yourself. You have a lot to offer this world. And so let's go into the good stuff, okay? Everything about this is good. Because it's the good stuff. So let's say you had a tower in here. Would still be good. You don't have a tower. Don't worry. Okay, so I see you just like... 9 of Cups to me is like ultimate security. Like, you feel like you're in the right environment with the right people doing the things that you need to do. Like, your cups are filled and you're filling other people's cups. Like, there's balance. There's abundance here. Like, you feel really good about where you're at. 5 of Swords is choosing your battles. Upside down. Choosing regardless. I mean, why do I say that? Reversed is what I'm trying to say. Choosing your battles. Like, you know what brings you peace now? You know, like, you know what brings you peace. You know what your boundaries are. You've learned your red flags. So you know to just walk away from a situation. Don't even engage. You know, like, it's just not worth your time. If Susie over there at work wants to gossip about Betty over there at work, you're like, this isn't worth my time. You know, like, I don't want to engage in this. Like, don't bring me into it. You know, that kind of thing. And so it's just being really satisfied. Full. You know, like, you go to a nice steakhouse or restaurant, something that you love, and just feeling satisfied. Like, that's this card. And then you don't deal with petty bullshit. Like, you're like, no. I'm the Empress, bitch. Like, I don't need to deal with petty bullshit. Like, I'm good. I'm good. And this actually is even more confirmation of that. Queen of Cups. Queens and Kings are mastery cards. And so Queen of Cups is just like you vibing, honestly. You're like, all right, this was bullshit. This was bullshit. This made me feel like poop. So, I have learned, I planted this seed, I moved in a new direction, I have made changes in my life to where I feel balanced and where I'm vibing. And I am encouraging myself, especially when I'm feeling down, and going to do something fun for myself. Or do something fun, period, when I'm not feeling down, when I am feeling down. Just, it's okay to have fun. That card too. But like, I know now what helps me feel content and full. And I'm just chilling in it. And I know as well, like, when this arises again, okay? When this arises again, I know how to handle it. And I know how to care for my emotions and myself through that situation again. I know the red flags now. So I'm gonna just be me and my full self and make no excuses for it. Like, no apologies, no excuses. I am me. If you can't handle me, then you don't deserve me. Like, go on. Go find somebody with a smaller cup, because I've got a big cup. I have a lot to give. And I'm good with that. And I understand that now. Okay. Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. Even if that includes this entire message. This was a good message. I hope it was encouraging for you. If it was, let me know. Like, I would love the feedback. I would love the encouragement. Speaking of encouragement, I would love to know. So like, subscribe, leave me a comment. It would help me know that, like, this is getting to the place that this needs to go. Okay? Have a great week, and I will see you next week.